Welcome to our YouTube channel, dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities and more. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck. Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraq dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. Every once in a while, we hit a point where the updates around Iraq don't just sound like recycled headlines. They actually start to connect in a way that feels different. And right now, that's exactly where we are. We're seeing major agreements finally being locked in, global players spotlighting Iraq's true wealth, the central bank making bold statements, and even outside pressure pushing Iraq to speed things up. Now, I'm not going to give away all the details here in the intro, but I will say this. If you've been waiting for a sign that momentum is real, these updates are it. And you're going to want to stick with me until the very end of this video, because that's when I'll bring it all together with my full analysis on what it means for the RVRI and just how close we might be. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. When this thing finally breaks wide open, you do not want to be the one playing catch-up. All right, let's get into today's updates. From NewsHound Intel Guru Mountain Goat article, Al-Sudani points to a historic agreement with the Kurdistan region. We waited 18 years for it. Quote, "We reached a historic agreement under which the Federal Ministry of Oil will receive crude oil produced from fields located in the Kurdistan region and export it via the Iraq-Turkey pipeline." Can you say oil and gas law coming? From Intel NewsHound Guru Mark Z via PDK, 20 billion barrels of Kirkuk oil fill reserves. BP, British Petroleum, is talking about how excited they are. They are letting the world know how wealthy Iraq is. It makes sense. If you're going to change the value, you need to let people know they can support it with commodities and natural resources. From Intel Guru Frank 26. Something is going on. We see the words I have been sharing with you for years in print now. It's exciting. The monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar doesn't have much more time. They told the citizens they're about to give them the new exchange rate. From NewsHound Guru Pimpy. Stability is what we're looking for in Iraq, and so far they seem to be well on track. Al-Sudani has managed to keep them from conflict, which is really good for Iraq. We hope he gets re-elected. Their currency is now stable. They're no longer on the exotic money list. There's a lot of good things lining up fairly quick for Iraq. Let's keep our fingers crossed this happens a lot quicker than later. From NewsHound Intel Guru, FNULNU. The IRC, Internal Revenue Code, allows a person in the case of currencies to determine the way in which you wish to declare your taxes. You may choose to pay the tax as regular income or as capital gains. If you have receipts to prove long short-term capital gains, you may wish to pay tax as a capital gain. If you do not have receipts, like me, then you could declare it as regular income. It is not the bank's job to handle your taxes. They are not the IRS. You do not need receipts to make your exchange in any circumstance. From NewsHound Intel Guru Walkingstick, Iraq Bank Friend Aki update. From Walkingstick, do you have a time period when you're going to be closing up for about 3 days? From Aki, yes. That's not a secret. The U.S. Treasury is constantly in and out of our country. Many times we are following all their instructions. They told me I had to stay here in my private bank in Dearborn because the U.S. Treasury wanted it that way. From Walkingstick. Why do you think they asked you to stay there? From Aki. Because we are at the end of the timeline. I told you we have had a date for a long time. That date is coming to an end. On that date, they will introduce a new exchange rate. From Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report from Firefly. Sammy said, Alak said the monetary reform has ended. It has achieved all its goals. We are now implementing it according to the time frame set. From Newshound Guru Clare. Article, U.S. State Department. The Trump administration is working to ensure the continued flow of Kurdistan's oil exports. Quote, Iraqi and Kurdish officials said that U.S. pressure was a decisive factor in reaching the export agreement, and Washington is now seeking to transform it into a long-term agreement that also protects the interests of American companies. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is commodities. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Newshound Guru Pimpy. A redenomination is the changing of the image on the banknote. From Newshound Intel Guru FNULNU. If you are smart, you will set up a CRUT, Charitable Remainder Unitrust, and pay only 10%, and you're not liable for the 10% for 20 years. And finally, the last update is from Intel Guru Frank 26. You think Vietnam wants you to buy their dong? Vietnam will do exactly what Iraq is doing. Mark my words. Write that down. Vietnam will do exactly what the Iraqi dinar is doing right now. Write that down. Before I dive into this final breakdown, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. When this thing moves, it's going to move fast, and you don't want to be catching up after the fact. Stick with me until the end for my full take on where Iraq stands right now. Now that we've gone through today's updates, let me give you my perspective. In my opinion, the most significant development is what Mountain Goat highlighted. After 18 years of gridlock, Baghdad and Erbil have a historic oil agreement. For the first time, Kurdistan's crude will flow under the Federal Ministry of Oil through the Turkey pipeline in line with the Constitution and the budget law. The IMF has demanded exactly this steady oil exports. Unified salary payments, no more disputes, and this unity clears the runway for the long-delayed Hydrocarbon Law, HCL. That's huge. Layer on Frank 26's reporting that the CBI has declared the monetary reform completed and is now just implementing it on their internal time frame. If true, that means the heavy lifting, foreign reserves, digital banking, AML reforms has already been achieved. Combine that with Clare's reminder that Iraq is racing against time to become a regional financial hub, and you see why urgency is building. The Middle East doesn't wait for laggards. Finally, Pimpy's observation that Iraq's dinar is strengthening against the dollar and that the CBI has the reserves to defend the rate tells us the fundamentals are finally lining up with the narrative. When you tie all this together with Sudani's political pressure needing a win before his term ends, you can feel how close we are. The excuses are running out. Oil unity, banking reform, IMF boxes checked. The last mile is execution. And that, in my view, is why this window matters more than ever. That's my final take. Finally, we posted a breaking analysis video the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RVRI process, how it connects with IMF Article of 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye.